Welcome to Chapter 11 and our final chapter in this course, Real Estate Communities, Multi-Unit Interest, and Owners Association. And I think you'll find that this chapter is going to be an easy read and easy to understand. By the end of the chapter, you'll be able to discuss the definitions of and differences between the forms of multi-unit ownership. You'll describe the requirements for creation of various forms of multi-unit housing and discuss the liability of owners of multi-unit housing. So what is multi-unit housing? Multi-unit housing is simply housing where we're going to have some walls in common, and that could be a townhome, it could be a condominium. So any type of housing where we're sharing walls. Condominiums are going to be usually where you own from the sheetrock in, and then you have a common interest in all of the other areas, such as the sidewalks, the park benches, if there's a swimming pool, if there's a park, a tennis court. These are going to be commonly owned. You're going to pay a monthly association fee. So a cooperative is going to look like a condominium. However, the type of ownership is a little different. So in a condominium, I own sheetrock in and also ceiling to floor. In a cooperative, it is actually a corporation that owns all of it. However, members of that corporation actually live in the unit. So in other words, in my particular unit, I am actually part of the corporation. Now, on a townhome, I own the whole unit. And outside the unit as well. So the land that the unit's sitting on. A lot of times with a townhome, I'm going to have a yard. And with a townhome, you are going to own not just the sheetrock in, you're going to own that whole thing and the land, maybe the driveway, maybe the garage that go with it. Whereas like in a condominium, that driveway is going to be owned by the condominium, or in a corporation it's going to be owned by the corporation. But in a townhome, the individual is actually going to own that. Now in a timeshare interest, you're going to have several owners, because each owner is only going to own a period of time, and maybe that's 1 week out of the year. Is the only time I have a right to that property is during my actual time period in which I'm owning that property. Then a hybrid is going to be it's going to be a combination of any of those that we just discussed, and this could be in a maybe in a patio home or in a garden home. So you'll read more detail about those types of ownership. You're also going to read about owners associations and liability issues with owners associations. And that will wrap up your course. And so at the end of this chapter, you'll be able to discuss our 3 learning outcomes with your friends and be super intelligent and know what you're talking about. And you're going to ace this last exam, and then you're going to rock on the final exam. Remember, there is a review of the final exam. It is a review of the final exam. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. It is the final exam. Review it. You can use notes if you needed to make notes on certain things. And if there's any terminology or any concept that's not resonating right, please let me know so that you can successfully complete that final. And I wish you the best of luck, and I hope to see you in a future class.